Okay, so let's talk about the Catspaw Dagger. Yeah, the one Arya used to take out the Night King. Most people remember it from Game of Thrones, but the thing is, that blade has a way deeper, way older history than the show ever fully explained. We first see it in the GAT pilot, right? That assassin tries to use it on Bran, and from there it becomes this whole mystery. But thanks to House of the Dragon, we now know this dagger is ancient. Like, before Aegon the Conqueror ancient. It was forged in old Valyria, probably by pyromancers. And it's made of Valyrian steel, so yeah, it's no ordinary weapon. The earliest known owner? Aegon Targaryen. That's the dude who fled Valyria right before it exploded, all because his daughter Daenerys had those creepy visions. She basically saved their entire family. That dagger made it through all of that, the doom, the fall of Valyria, and somehow ended up with Aegon the Conqueror himself. Now here's the really wild part. The dagger has an inscription in High Valyrian that says something like, "From my blood comes the prince that was promised, and his will be the Song of Ice and Fire." Like, what? That means Aegon knew something was coming, some kind of future threat, and this little blade was tied to that vision. During House of the Dragon, we see King Viserys I Targaryen holding the dagger. He even shows it to Rhaenyra, linking her to that prophecy. We don't actually see what happens to it after that, but it's safe to assume it stays in the royal family for a while, until it kind of disappears from the story for a couple hundred years. Then boom. By the time we hit the events leading up to Game of Thrones, it probably ended up with Rhaegar, or maybe just got stashed in the Red Keep. After Robert's rebellion, King Robert somehow gets it but clearly doesn't know what it is, and then he gambles it away to Littlefinger, who lies and blames Tyrion, which, kicks off a whole bunch of drama. Eventually, it ends up with Bran, and he gives it to Arya, and that's how she ends up being the one to kill the Night King. So in this full circle way, the prophecy kinda does come true, just not how anyone expected. The Catspaw Dagger doesn't even have a real name, but it's been there through everything. Prophecy, betrayal, war, and literally, the salvation of the world. Talk about a legendary weapon.